Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Win Games here, and so, guys, in case you didn't know, I have Discord now. So you can join me. You can play against my duel. You can remote duel me. Any of that cool stuff. You can just go hop online and just talk to me. But I have for you guys my Shaddoll list for post Banlist, and honestly, I just tweaked it up a lot. Honestly. I have more inclusions into the deck. Also, I'll be taking this to locals on. I'm recording this Monday, so I'll be taking this to locals on Thursday. We'll see how we do. But let's just get straight into it. I'm giving you guys side as well, just because you guys have some interactions as well with other cards. This is not the main deck or the extra. So we're starting off with 3 Shaddoll Wendy. Wendy is one of the main starters of the deck. You send to the graveyard, special summon one Shaddoll monster face down in defense. And then if you flip it, you get to summon one face up or face down. Just really nice. And then we're off with 3 Skomata. Now, Skomata just sends any Shaddoll card to the graveyard. And when you flip it, you get a target monster on the field and destroy it. So, just really good. I'm playing 2 Aerial. Aerial is one of those best ways of interaction with the opponent. Banishing 3 cards from your graveyard. Just banishing the Alistair, the invocation, and more materials like the Eldritch spells and traps before they get to resolve their effects. I'm playing the formation of the 5-4-3-2-1 with a beast, the dragon, the hedgehog, the falco. Beast draws you a card, then draws 2, discards 1. When you flip it, dragon will target one card you have put on control, return it back to the hand, so you can be the back row as well. And then center graveyard by card effect, you get to pop a card, spell a trap. Hedgehog, when you flip it, you search a Shaddoll, spell a trap. And so I'm only playing 1 Shaddoll fusion. So if I need it, I just use Hedgehog and then search it. Falco, when you flip it, spreads someone from the graveyard face down. And if it's entered graveyard, it summons itself face down. So, just the 1. I was super playing Hedgehog at 2, but I just see it at a 1. I mean, you only use it 1 time sometimes. And for the only Hedgehog, I'm playing 3 Nibiru. I'm expecting a lot of Dragon Link in this format. And Virtual World. And Dinos. So I think Nibiru is one of those hand traps that can just make an impact without even starting the game yet. And for my final monsters, I'm playing 2 Mathematician. I like Mathematician because it's a free light target when you use the Link 1, the Artemis. And you just send 1 level 4 lower to the graveyard. So now you just get Hedgehog. And the Hedgehog, you draw a card. And then if you get to start a battle, you draw another card. So, really good. Alright, and that's it for the monsters. For the spells, we have Fusion Spells, Triple Shaddoll Fusion. This card will probably get more negated more than often. But it is counterplay, so you get to play it on your turn and your opponent's turn. And you just fusion summon for like a window or something like that. So I just think it's reactive, so they try to destroy it, you can just activate it again rather than having to wait for it to resolve. Where I'm playing 3 Super Poly. I love Super Poly, just discarding a card and then using your opponent's monsters and material and yours or just theirs. I just love it. And then it's free link fusion fodder. You don't have to use your own materials. For my 1-ups, I'm playing the 1 Shaddoll Fusion, the 1 Forbidden Droplet, and the 1 Call by Grave. Shaddoll Fusion, you just search it when you need it. I might be bumping this up to 2 and bringing 1 down for the Shaddoll Fusion since we are in a combo heavy format now. Call by Grave is one where it's a people are going to be playing more Red Reboot now and Droplet as well. So if you just set these 2 and you have like an Ice Dragon's Prison face down, and then they'll try to drop it, red reboot you. So they lose half their life points because now they red reboot you. And then if they set down the Ice Dragon's prison, then you can get like a free torrential. You can set any trap you want. So now they're going a -1 because now you have only Cowboy Grave, and so now the spell, so they don't expect to play through interruption anymore, and they'll probably try to go for the FTK. Or Cowboy Grave is just more for the hand traps as well, just so in case your Shaddoll fusion resolves. So I just love those interactions as well. We're playing for traps. We're playing the 3 torrential. I love torrential. Torrential just nukes the board. Torrential plus Winda. It's just honestly one of the best combos you have in this deck. Destroying all your monsters. I might play Needle Sealing in this deck as well, but just debating on the matchups. But we all love torrential here. We're playing 3 stanza Shadow games. This is your best trap card inherently. Send 1 Shaddoll card from your deck to the graveyard, and then you can change any number of face down defense position monsters face up. So inherit becomes like a guru effect, but just sending it to the graveyard, you get an effect, and then you flip all your monsters up, so then you get more effects, and then you get to use them for like link fodder as well. So this card has really good pluses. Also, it's not all once per turn, so if they ash it or something like that, you get to have the result of the other one. I'm playing 3 Pleiad Dynamiscus. I just love this card. I didn't need to play the 3rd before, but now I do. Just allowing you to just target card, discard a card, then banish it. This card, along with Ariel, is the best card in your Eldritch matchup. Then you get to banish 4 cards. You banish the Golden Lord, and you banish the spells and traps that they have in the graveyard as well during like the end phase. And then if you activate a trap, which you'll probably always do in this deck, you get to bring it back for link fodder. So we all love that as well. For my 2, I'm only playing 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. I only have 2, but honestly I think only 2 is fine. I tried testing out the 3rd on like online and stuff like that, and honestly it doesn't come up. But you target 1 card monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it, then effects are negated. Then you can banish 1 monster in your opponent's fields, and this one with the same type. So you summon out the Conductor, and then now you can just banish the Conductor on the field in a Dino matchup, as well as in other matchups as well. It's just really good. So it's just good text. And for my 1 of Shaddoll cards, I'm playing the 1 Schism, the 1 Core, the 1 Shaddoll. Schism is your best option for fusion summoning and getting rid of cards like Zeus and Dragoon, because it is an inherent sending to the graveyard, so you're not destroying it. And then Core is one of those cards that just grabs back all the cards like Res and Shaddoll fusion as well. And it becomes a monster too, so now you get to attack with it as well. It also becomes any attribute you want for like a app clone or a Shaddoll construct. So if you're going against a tougher matchup like Virtual World, where you don't have light and dark monsters, you can use Core and then now have access to those type of monsters. And Shaddoll's inherent. Call the Haunted, target 1, special summon that face up or face down. This loop with App Cologne allows you to just keep on negating stuff over and over again. When Core Shaddoll, and then App Cologne. So App Cologne, if you send it, you send this, you grab this back, and then you set this again, you bring App Cologne, negate again, and then it's just an amazing loop. So that's it for the main deck, 40 cards. We love to see it. And off for the extra deck monsters. Alright guys, for the extra deck, we are on, for our only OTK version, we are playing the 1 Borosword. Borosword, honestly, is, I prefer Borosword over Access Code because we're not in a very control heavy format where popping cards is very necessary. I think Borosword Construct is honestly one of your best win conditions out of all of them. For my link 2s, I'm playing Shaddoll Construct, Cross Sheep, and Nightmare Phoenix. Shaddoll construct is if they do down Maximus, you get to send the construct. So now you have link fodder in your graveyard, as well as a way to recur it. Cross shape is just one of those cards that you just get a plus anyways, and then you get a free Boral Sword on top of that. Never Phoenix is just good utility for popping cards. And as well as the Cerberus pops a card as well, and then you draw a card in sense as well, just help you link climb. For my link ones, I'm playing one Gravity Controller, one Artemis. Gravity Controller is going to be turning on most of your Shaddoll effects. Artemis is just a way to link off the mathematician. Then if you have Shaddoll Fusion, you have a free construct as well, and then you gain an effect off of mathematician as well. So now you have a way of plussing. We're playing 3 construct. If you're playing 2, then you're a scrub. When you special summon, you get to send a Shaddoll card to the graveyard. And then at the start of the damage step, it battles like it special summons a monster from the extra deck. You get to destroy that monster. And then if it's sent to the graveyard, you add a Shaddoll spell trap to your hand. 3 busted effects. Removal, you gain off of an effect, and then you get recursion. What more do you want? Like, it's amazing. And 2800 beat stick, so it gets around a lot of things in the meta. Playing 2 Epsilon. People are playing this at 1. If you're playing the Dramatica package, then you should be playing this at 1. But Epsilon at 2 is just really, really good. Especially when you target a face-up card in the field and you get to effects, so you get to go around like Lost World, and you get to go around the trap that Dragon Link plays as well. And then it's sent to your graveyard. You can add a Shaddoll card and you discard a card, so now you don't break even in that effect, but you do get an effect, so now you kind of break even. And then it's when it's special summon, not when it's fusion summon. So red Shaddoll allows you to negate a card every turn. Playing 2 Wendy. Wendy's just really, really good at shutting off the Dragon League matchup and Dinos. Dinos, after you chain Misk, effect to banish from the graveyard, and then you go Shaddoll Fusion, summon out Wendy, they'll cry, and they'll pass turn, and then that's where you get to take over with all your effects. So Wendy just locking your opponent out. Also, you can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, so that's nice. Then Mud Dragon. I find myself very instances where Mud Dragon comes out way more than often. Same attribute, different types. We just love that, because now this allows you to go through Dragoon and Borderless Savage, Secure Gardener and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, Eldritch, and one of your other effects like Construct. Just amazing. And then a good interaction of this is because now since you get to switch its attribute, first of all, that's protection. Second of all, if you need an attribute like a dark or a light, you change it to that light, and then now you have fusion fodder for your next turn. So who more wants that? And also for this side deck, we are playing triple Lancio. I find Lancio being a suitable replacement for Nibiru, just in case everything goes to hell in the Dragon League matchup. So I think Lancio is one of those cards that you can bring out utility out of. So you discard it, your opponent cannot banish. And then with Nibiru, your opponent's still playing. So now with Lancio, they'll probably just pass turn. You get to set your 4 back row, and then there you go. Now you have them locked under those things. So Lancio is really nice. Also, you get to banish it, summon out Construct the next turn. So that's always nice. I'm playing 2 Drone Lockbird. Drone Lockbird is honestly one of those cards where it doesn't have much synergy with your deck, but it will come up for stopping your opponent. So I think just a 2 of, so you have much clogged up space in your deck is just fine enough. Stops your opponent from searching any more cards after they search 1 or draw 1. We're playing triple darkroll no more. Again with the forbidden droplet, now we have a lot of outs for Dragon Link, and as well as other combo decks as well. I mean, honestly, the only matchup that's bad on darkroll is bad is Eldritch matchup. I'll get to that, what we have for that. And darkroll no more is one of those best in here, stopping your opponent. Then you get to break my board type of things. We're playing 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Cyclone is one of those cards where you get to have so many back row hate. Then if they set 3 or set 2 and pass, so they'll lose to Lightning Storm or something like that. Cosmic Cyclone, you can just do it during your end phase. So just very reactionary, and you can play it on both turns. So always a good card. And paying 1,000 life points isn't that necessary, to be honest, unless you're going into time where you side these up. The one Herpes Feather Duster. It's a Seki one of, but man, it does the job. Just if when they have a bunch of back row set, then you have 3 Herpes Feather Duster and they cry. There you go, and then you set all 4 of your traps. Now you're going full plus on them. And then for the last trap, we're playing 3 Solemn Judgment. This is your double-edged sword, because Solemn Judgment, well, it does negate summons or it protects your spell and traps. You do have to pay half your life points. And if they get through all your negations and stuff like that, that would be very hard for you, because now you're not in a long game, you're more in of a resource game. And then Solemn Judgment is not searchable with this deck. So now like if you draw it, you draw it. Also with your opponent's outs as well. But you're only 3 protection against their 3 twin, the 3 cosmics, like the lightning storms, the evenlies. So it's either you draw it. If not, then you're kind of losing. And also you don't want to draw this late game, because if not, then you're losing life points as well. But guys, that's it for the deck profile. Let me know down below what you guys think. Join my Discord. I'll be follow me on Instagram. Add me on Facebook, something like that. Just interact with me. Come on. Be cool. And I'll just be seeing you guys in the next one.